Hello everybody! It's me, I'm here. Yes, we have a new intro. Hello Chewy. Hello Dom. Hello Midnight Espresso. Happy New Year to you. Thank you, Philip. Hello Dave. Hello Fred. I made that today. That was a totally good use of an hour of my time. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year, Rich! Happy New Year, Chewy! Good evening, Ian! Hello, Maverick! Hey, let's go! Happy New Year! Happy New Year to you, Trinla! Evening and Happy New Year to you too, Mark. Hello, Patton631. Good evening, Robert. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all. How are we? How the devil are all of you? Are you all happy? Safe? Did you have good Christmases? Are you having Happy New Years? Are you still the most kick-ass crowd in the whole of Warhammer? Of course you are. That question doesn't need answering. That question is rhetorical, because of course you are. We're feeling it today. We're feeling good. We're looking good. Are we sounding good? Is the music all good? It's not too loud? I've been playing around with my... Hello, Joe and Katrina. So yes, let me just sort myself out just a little bit. There we go. Microphone should be nice and close now. Sound is good. Ash Bland. Warhipster the Worthy. That's me. Although when I do this, paintbrushes don't often just always fly into my hand. I've got this one here, so let's see if we can... Yes! I am still worthy. In that. Howdy, the Alex piece. Had a quiet time, but needed that. Awesome, Dave. I'm very glad. I'm very, very glad. Yes, so today what are we doing? We're looking ahead to 2022. We're also going to be painting some Screamers of Tzeentch. There they are. Well, there's one. I have 9. Here they are. There's all the Screamers. All of the Screamers. Screamers of Tzeentch. Screaming their way onto your screens. Here they are. I need to get all 9 of these done. You seem quite happy today. I am happy today, Fred. I am happy. It's a new year. Everything that came before it is done. It's 2022 now. 2021 is over. It's now a time for hope. It's now a time for awesome stuff. It's now a time for hobby. Lots of exciting hobby. And I think 2022 is going to be a big, big year. Let me just bring the camera this way just a little bit. Sanguinius would not be happy. No, he would not. How would a screamer sound to you? Probably quite pathetic, to be honest. I think they would just sound like... Because, you know, it would be funny. So yes, this is what we are doing. And as I said, we are looking forward to 2022. We're going to make some predictions. We're going to make some goals. Goals of things to do. I've already made a few. I've already had a couple of thoughts about what the plan is for the year. I'm interested to hear what your hobby New Year's resolutions are. I'm interested to hear how your Christmases went. And I'm interested to hear what you're most looking forward to about Warhammer in 2022. Because I'm looking forward to lots of things. But we're also painting Screamers of Tzeentch. Nope. Got to stop banging them around. Good evening, and Happy New Year to you too, L. Rob. So, I need a painting handle, I need some brushes, I need some paints, of course, because I'm woefully underprepared. As per usual, why would I ever change up the script? But yeah, so... Only goal for me right now is get my dragons on the table by the end of the month. Built only. Nice. I've got 6 dragons I need to build myself. They are on the landing, which you can't see. I don't know why I'm pointing. My hobby goal is to finish an entire army. I think I'm going to do Lumineth. Very cool. I want to paint a Keeper's Secrets this year, and it's because you painted it so beautifully. Well, it's a beautiful model. It's a beautiful model. It deserves to be painted by everyone. The model does most of the work. I just apply the paint. Good evening to you, Flynn. Flyan. I started the Horus Heresy series at Christmas. Bit of a goal to finish that this year. Oh, 55 books, my friend. Then Siege of Terror. I salute you, sir. That's more than a book a week. That'll be good going. Looking forward to finding out if Felix Jaeger is actually alive in AOS. Oh yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Be nice to know that. Goal this year, paint something. Ah. Paint something indeed. So I need to paint a minimum of 365 models. I need to make a minimum of 104 videos. Because we do 2 a week. Do 2 painting tutorials a week, don't we? Thursdays and Sundays. I need to stream a minimum of 52 times. And I'm hoping this is the year that we get to 20,000 subscribers. Oh, that would be lovely. So if you're not subscribed, do hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification just to make sure that you stay up to date with all things Warhipster. If you are already subscribed, you're awesome. And if you're not subscribed, you're awesome. But please subscribe so then you'll be more awesome. Because we're trying to get to 20k here. That's what we want. 20k is the first goal this year. If we get 20k in the next 2-3 months, maybe. It's probably more likely 6 months. But if we get 20k before the 6 months is out, we're going to shoot for 25. That's what we're going to do. Gotham Eliminator is going to paint cloaks in your Gaunt's Ghost style. Oh, that's awesome, Maverick. That would look really cool. I really like that. I love doing those Gaunt's Ghosts. I hope to see way more Tanith. Because I really want to do a lot of boys to go with them. But I don't have the time to sit and convert a bunch and make greens and stuff cloaks. Unfortunately. My goal is to paint something, anything. Plus I'm working on my Skaven this year. I've got some Skaven I need to do. And that will be coming up probably around February time. It's when I finally had the time to do it. I'm doing a model a day for January. Currently working on another Plague Marine at the moment. Yes, and you are doing an excellent job, Mr. Gwatkin. Get at least one army finished would be nice. Nice. I'm using Audible, to be fair. A bit easier to fit onto dog walks. Very good. It's good strategy. It's a good strategy. Looking forward to the squat kill team. Please be true. That would be nice. Jesus, 104 videos. Yeah, that's what we did last year. Minimum of 104. As I said, just two a week, every Thursday and Sunday. We actually did more videos last year because we did all the shorts as well. So there were 68. There were 68 videos. So we did about 170 odd videos last year. So we'll hopefully do another 104 this year. Like I said, 2 a week. It's just the way it is. Good evening, Christopher. My wish for the hobby is for more AOS models, more particularly Dawnbringer Crusades. Oh, that would be good. From the book, from Dominion. Having the Dawn... She was the Dawnbringer in it, right? The main character? Did you get some news about that GW employee? No. No, Fred. No. Need to reduce my pile of shame by painting more than I buy. That's what I need to do. The shorts were awesome. Thank you, Maverick. We are going to be doing more. I've got some plans this year. So firstly, we've got some speed paint videos that we're going to do. We're going to do the same series for them. And there's 28 of them, so that'll be 40, 56. That'll be another 56 shorts that will come. I'm also thinking of doing some little how to do a red cloak type thing. But we'll see. I've got a whole Custodes army coming, which I'm going to paint. Yeah, there's some stuff on that, like how to paint gold and how to paint a Custodes sword and how to do red hair and all that kind of thing. I might be able to do that. But yeah. So we are going to be painting this guy. Just started collecting, got Stormcast in mind, so hopefully get a complete army and painted. That's nice. That's cool, Joe. That's a good idea. I'm a big fan of Stormcast myself. So helpful with contrast. I am a convert. Good. Good, sir. Welcome. I'm building some more Tech Guard this evening after committing to that silly project of 2k by February. That's good on you. Listen, if I can do it with demons, you can do it with them. I believe in you. Particularly with your style. You can do it. If I was to, be really on it between now and February, I would need to do 6 dragons between now and then, and I'm not sure I'll have the time. So I might just have to paint some Vindictors and call it a day. I built Silent King. He is massive. He is huge. He is only just been usurped in my cupboard in terms of his height by the Stormdrake Guard, and that's just because they're flying up with their wings like Kaka! I find it's hard to paint leather straps for me on the miniature, actually the edges. No, that's fair. I mean, I often don't highlight leather straps because you just do that one layer of contrast over a strap. It generally, because it's got that little concave in the middle, it usually just highlights out quite nicely, and quite often it doesn't need it. Just started my painting journey from Stormcast Eternal Celestial Vindicators and found that it's not easy to use contrast paints. No, there is a bit of a learning curve with them. But once you get the hang of it, once you get that knack down for getting that smooth coat, you'll never look back. It's all just about, kind of making sure you don't have too much paint on the brush, but also not so little that it gets scratchy. It's all about just kind of sticking towards the tip and being very, very methodical, which I will demonstrate in just a minute on the Screamer. We'll talk a bit about brush theory as we go, in terms of getting a nice smooth coat. So it would be nice to see a Dante contrast paint one day. Well, Soul Reaper, it's interesting you should say that. So coming up soon, I'm going to do a Retro Hammer series starring Vulcan, Najal, Lysander, and Dante. All 4. You're going to get all 4 videos for all of them. That's what's going to happen. Because I have all 4 of those horrible resident kits. So we might as well do them. So, it's time to paint a Screamer of Tzeentch. This guy. So, I'm actually going to take a leaf out of my own book here from my Lord of Change video, and I'm going to start with Ultramarines Blue and Talassar Blue as a mixture. It's Njal, you Philistine. Thank you. Nigel, right? We'll go with that. We'll go with Nigel Stormcaller. How's that, Chris? Dante needs a new model. He does need a new model. Part of me was tempted with the Sanguinius giveaway to not do it as a giveaway, but to actually convert him into a new kind of massive sized Dante. But I also don't have time for that. Plus, the axe looked absolutely ridiculous. 11. Oh, good. I'm glad. Right. Ultramarines blue and Thalasar blue. Here we go. Ultramarines blue and Thalasar blue. So then what we do is we just go one blob of Ultramarines blue, two blob of Ultramarines blue, one blob of Thalasar blue. I'm just going to mix that in together on the palette. Till it's perfect. There we go. And now I'm just going to go right to it. So this is going to be for all of the flesh of our Screamer. It gives us a really lovely mid blue that I really like. And this is over Grace Ear, I should probably say. Now the great thing about painting over stuff like this is because it's so textured, you don't have to be 100% careful with it, because it will just run into all those lovely recesses. Of course, there is still the balance issue that we were talking about earlier. If you've got too much paint on the brush, you will just get like large dark pools. But you're absolutely right, yeah. You just want to kind of stick to the, as I usually do, stick to the tip of the brush. And I'm just going to get this all over the Screamer. Do I go straight from the pot unless mixing on most occasions? Yes. Pretty much in the videos, unless I say otherwise, it comes straight from the pot. There is an occasion where you might want to just like manage how much you've got on the brush and just kind of have a slightly better angle or field of view to do that by having it out on the palette. I believe I did that in actually the upcoming Aventus Firestrike video when I was painting the marble, the stonework. This looks pretty good. Oh, we've got a blob on the end there, which we don't want. I'm just going to wash the brush. There we go. Clean brush always gets it off. If you're quick, you spot it, just like I just did then. It's one of those things where, like with contrast paint, you've just got to be so watchful. I might not have enough paint to make it to the end here. No, I don't think I'm going to. I've got to try and get... Yeah. Okay. Have you ever thought about transferring your contrast paint to dropper bottles? I have thought about it, yeah. And then I kind of... Life's too short. Is the terrible response. One. And I get through contrast paint pots obviously quite quickly because I'm painting all day every day. So like it'd actually be more hassle than it is worth. Just making sure we've got it all. Yeah. I think we got it all. There we go. First coat done. Hey, Kataro. On this one, currently no medium, no. Might as well do another one, right? Oh, is this a risk? Because I am going to have to... No, we'll just sit and wait for it to dry. I'll chat to you, lovely people. Just ordered Baller and Burke. Oh, lovely. I nearly picked them up. But then I just didn't think I'd ever have the time to get round to them, so I didn't get them. Yes, I have. I've done a lot of comparison of Grey Seer and Wraithbone. As Chris has rightly pointed out there, I did all of the paints over Grey Seer and Wraithbone. I also did them over Retributor Armor, Lead Belcher, and Rune Law Brass. There is only one more set to do, and that would be over... what is it called? Mechanica Standard Grey and Corax White, which I will get to again later this year. It's just finding the time. I do take commissions, the Actus. Shoot me an email at therealwarhipster@gmail.com or message me on Instagram. And we can talk about it if you want to do something. I've been thinking about maybe picking up a small commission. Any tips? Well, yes, lots. Depends what. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, what do you want to know about? Because I have tips for everything. Some jazzy music. Ben's right. I mean, like, doing full army projects is a lot. Getting started, I guess, finding clients, etc. Yeah, I mean, one of the best things you can do is... the way I got started was basically I had a bunch of friends go, hey, can you do this for me? So it's kind of like... I mean, I know that's not really what you want to hear. But I find that's the best way of getting started, at least practicing the commission game. The tips I often give are don't price yourself too high, but don't price yourself too low. Because if you price yourself too low, you might end up taking on like a 4,000 point army, and then you'll never do your own hobby ever again. If you price yourself too high, people won't come to you because you don't know if you've got the necessarily, if they've got the trust in you to do it. The other thing as well is just, you know, like just kind of like be present and just offer it alongside examples of what you're offering. So like, you know, really what you need is that one customer to sort of roll the dice, almost. Not roll the dice, but, you know, that first customer to be like, I want you to do something for me. Just start slow, see if you enjoy it. Because if you don't enjoy it, then you won't like doing it. Each dice is a different contrast flavour. Shall I make some hard-boiled dice? Shall I do that? That you can just eat. How many Deathwatch Watchmasters did you paint during that period? Yeah, so when I first started out doing stuff for friends, I painted 5 Deathwatch Watchmasters for several different people. Well, I did 1 for me and then 4 for other people, because people really loved that model and kept going, "How much to paint a Deathwatch Watchmaster?" And that's the thing. It's a simple thing to do, but it was yeah. Ben's also right, yeah. So that's how I do it. Is I organise stuff by model count. So that's how I price. No, like dice with your logo of YouTube on it. They would look so awesome. I want to do it, Kataro. What I need to find a dice supplier that will... basically, there's 2 ways of doing it. Either I can spend several £1,000s up front to get a load of dice made and then sell them, or I create a item on a shop or a PayPal link or something on Patreon, for example, where you can buy the dice, we can pre-order dice, and then I order them on a dice-by-dice basis. Does that make sense? So it's just the mechanics of doing it that I'm not entirely certain on yet. Right, I don't think this is dry enough yet to do the next stage, so we're still just waiting. Part of me is tempted to just do another one. Like I said, I wouldn't. So I'm going to do another one. I'll take 100 dice. That would be amazing. But like, yeah, that's what I need to do. Is I need to get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends and use that to fund your dice. It's not a bad idea. 1. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 1, 2, and I'm going to put 3, 4. So I'm doubling up the mixture, so that should go all the way. 1, 2. Oh, I need to do a little bit more. Oh, that should be enough to get me through. A whole Screamer. Should. So it's double up mixture. Yeah, let's just start there. I'll look into it again around the dice. You're right. The other option is that I get a 3D printer and then start 3D printing my own one, and then I paint them for everyone. And so you not only do you get a bit of dice, you also get a painted thing by me. That's not a bad idea, you know. Why is this... No, Flyer. No one has asked me to paint the Hero Quest set. There we go. Double the mixture and you get it. Which actually just missed a little bit just here, annoyingly. Which means we're still going to have to wait for it to dry. Because the next bit I'm going to do is a little bit of blending. Ooh. Did you get to play Lord of the Rings over Christmas, Josh? No, I didn't. No, we ended up playing Muffin Time and Deep Sea Adventure, but we didn't play Lord of the Rings. I got it built, but I didn't get a chance to play it. Yeah, I need to find someone to talk to about it. Right, I need to look at a picture of Screamers. Ah, there's one. Yeah, it does look like it's black to me. All the horns and stuff. The big ones. Oh, missed a little bit. So what I've seen is I've seen a couple of people doing blends on their Screamers, which looks really cool. And we all know I'm a big fan of a blend. Is this music a Screamer? It could be. Got a new hobby light today. It's an LED one and it's stupidly bright. I found out the hard way when it blinded me when I plugged it in. I do that as well. Every light, I'm always like, oh. I'm going to look at the mythic heroes. Oh, I can't find it. A quick Google did not. Google's being funny. Which handle of GW is more comfortable? New ones or oldest? The older one, I love it because it just fits so nicely in my hand, and it's still quite thick at the top here. Because what I tend to do is because I'm filming, I tend to hold things like this. That's why, you know, I tend to hold it like that so that I'm, you know, so you can see rather than like this, because that's just uncomfortable on my arm and on my wrist. I also don't get as much flexibility out of a model like I do with holding it like this. Trying to paint in that style with this one is tough because it's just, you have to hold it like that, I find, because when I've done it like this, I've often like accidentally pinged the model out of the holder, which is just a nightmare when that happens. Yeah, I love this handle. I adore it, and I wish they'd bring it back. I'm very lucky that I was able to get 5 before it all went wrong. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my black. And I'm back. I hate these fly stands more than removing it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of them. They're a little bit annoying, but they are what they are. Right, Black Templar, here we go. So we're just going to get this over the top of all the scales and the hair. So I'm just going to do this bit first because it'd be easier.
Wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life.
I might need a smaller brush for this.
And now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. Listen to me as I slow it down.
Yeah, I'm going to need a slightly smaller brush. Or one with a better point than that one. So this one.
yes, I'd say.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it? What I should really do this year is focus on getting 2,000 points of each demon. That's what I should do, shouldn't I? I will catch up on the chat in just a moment. I'm just going to get this bit done. I'll get the top done. Amuse yourselves. I'm actually going to make these ones black. I'm just going to go for literally like things like tusks and things. They're going to be the alternate colour. Right. More scales. There we go. Yeah, Andrew, that is about right. Hello, Tabletop Ready. Thoughts on the new Eldar? I think they're really cool. You get a lot less for your points in Age of Sigmar than you do in 40k. I might put it this way: my 2k army for Goonhammer was 3,000 points in Age of Sigmar. I had to get rid of half of a 2k army that I'd played for 6 games at Goonhammer to then play one AOS game with half of the army that I had before. Did you just put the brush in your mouth? Yes, I did. That's how I like to get the tip. Restore the tip, I should say. I've got an errant bristle here. I'm just going to try and get rid of. Aha! Gotcha. This is looking pretty good. It's nowhere near finished, but it's looking pretty good. What's the underside looking like? It's not as bad, actually. We'll get that done. Getting in his macros. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Noob. That's very kind of you. I've been watching a lot of airbrush videos for contrast paints. Yes, you absolutely should, Mr. Gwatkin. These are my Screamers, yes, tabletop ready. So I am going to do a battle at a certain destination next week, and so I want to get 9 Screamers done for it. And that's looking pretty good already. So what we need now is we need some grey sear. Well, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. So what I see quite a lot of is I see a lot of kind of like people do a lot of kind of blending on them. Like some are kind of like darker, some even blend out into a kind of a purple. So what I kind of wanted to do with these was to maybe just add like a little bit of a purple fade out on the wing. And maybe along the tail? I don't know. What do you guys think? Yo, dude, are you planning to paint some Bliss Barb archers? Am I planning to paint some Bliss Barb archers? Which ones are they? Bliss Barb archers. Is there a Bliss Barb archer in the Underworlds box? Let me have a look. I'll be able to answer your question, Hunter. Is that a Bliss Barb archer? Because if so, yes, I will do one. Purple Fade sounds good. Okay. Purple Fade it is. So we're going to take some top men. We're going to take some Magos Purple. Now this might upset some people. Well, it might upset me. It might not be the right purple. What we're going to do is we're going to take Magos Purple on the brush. Right, we'll really load it up here. And basically, we want to kind of bring it up to where the scales kind of start to get more chunky. And then we want to fade it out. So what we do is with the Magos Purple, we just start from the tip, add it on, like that. Quickly wash the brush, and then where the line is, you just feather it. So it should now fade out like that to a sort of purplish tint. Same thing again on the other side. Wash the brush. And then just pick it up. Like that. Same thing on the tail. We'll go up to round about there. So there, like that. So that's just going to create a slightly different colour in the miniature, which is really cool. What I might do though is underneath here is just block the whole area in with the purple. Thanks, Flying. That'll become more and more pronounced as that dries, hopefully. Do you find sometimes... Oh, excuse me. Do you find you're sometimes left with a thin line where the contrast dries when blending? Yeah, no, that can happen. So actually sometimes, even if it's just having a little bit of contrast medium in there, when it's a blend that's going to take a little bit longer, you generally avoid it. And sometimes it is just a case of, like, just applying a little bit of pressure and it'll come off. The trick with it is, though, is you have to go fast. So I might put a slightly darker purple on there as well. Oh no, it is actually, as I say, it's drying out quite nicely. That's very, very kind of you. Oh, I didn't do the underside of the tail. That's foolish. Forgot to do that. Did I? Yeah, no, I didn't do it. There we go. Right. I need a couple more paints. That one, and that one. Yes. And we're back. So, we've got eyes, and we've got tusks to do. But first we need to do some couple of corrections. So just gonna grab that grey here. Get a blob of that on the palette. Yeah, that is one way of doing it, Dave. I've done that before, probably in a video. It does work, but it is sometimes, like you said, it is just an annoying extra step sometimes. The trick is to plan your approach. So, like, you know where your oldest brush stroke is, and that's where you start with the blending technique. This track sounds like it was on Saving Private Ryan. Right, just need a little bit here to just correct the eye. It's a shocking brush. Let's go with this one. That's a lot easier. Have you guys been playing Halo Infinite? It's my one regret about moving to PlayStation. Was that I wouldn't be able to play Halo anymore. In fact, whilst I've got it, I'm just going to do the corrections on this guy as well. Warhipster top tip. If you want to get good at painting eyes, pick up a box of Screamers of Tzeentch, because there's 4,000 million of them. That'll do, Pat. You've only got an Xbox 360. Yeah, I moved away from the Xbox 360. That was my thing. I moved from the Xbox 360 to PlayStation 4. I did, however, over the Christmas period, manage to secure a PlayStation 5. So we might be able to do some PlayStation 5 exclusive gameplay right here on YouTube. Do you reckon Screamers are fuzzy? No. Have you ever have you ever touched a stingray? That's what I think they feel like. Yeah. See, look, that Magos purple on there has really just elevated that already. That looks awesome. That's really cool. Very happy with that. We got a new Xbox for Christmas. I haven't played it much yet as my wife's hogged it. I'm hoping that Alice plays the PlayStation 5 a lot so that we can justify getting it. Now I'm just using a little bit of ultramarine blue here. We don't need to use the mix because we're literally just doing a little lens correction or eyelid correction here. Like that. Perfect. Just sort of... I'm really excited for potential this year of games. God of War as well. Oh, God of War 5. I literally, like, I know we streamed God of War Part 1 a little while ago. I then accidentally went and completed the whole game, like 100% of it. So sorry. Her sewing area is now neglected and has become my Warhammer overspill zone. Nice. That sometimes happens here. Like, I'll set up camp downstairs on the sofa and build stuff. If I don't want to be up here. But, yeah. But yeah, I'm waiting for the PS5 to come, and then we can hopefully play some new games. And I'm hoping to do quite a bit of gaming coverage this year. Maybe just like a couple of. I did talk about it with Alice earlier, of like Sunday evening, just filming like 5 hours worth of footage whilst playing the game, and then just uploading a video in hour-long increments every day of the week, just so you know there's something good for you guys to put on in the background or watch or travel through a game with me all the way. More Total War with Reza. Yeah, no, that's definitely going to happen. I think we're both kind of holding our breath a bit until Total War 3 happens, because it's not far away now. April, I think, maybe February to April. It's supposed to be here soon, so we're hopefully going to do that together. Is the plan. What would be really cool is if the new one lets you play with more than one person, and then we could have 4 people, and then do 4 Chaos Gods. Total War 3 on your old laptop. Yes. No, so my plan is to maybe spend my entire life savings on it. Getting a computer that can run it. Just a desktop PC, and then using an old telly as the monitor, and then a keyboard and mouse. And then using the Mac to stream, and using the PC to run the load. So it's just literally this just acts as the interface. And right, I think you can cross the streams between Xbox and PlayStation now. Yes, on certain games you can. February 17th, if I remember correctly. Yes, maybe a time around then. It should run on my laptop. It'll take 4 million years to load. The alternative is that I can somehow find a way of upgrading the laptop to be able to run it, which would involve probably putting a new processor in it, and a new graphics card, and a new SSD to run it. If that's the thing that I have to do, then it's almost at that point probably worth just buying a new computer. But what I need is a computer expert to be able to help me with that, and I am not a computer expert. RAM. Yes, I need a lot more RAM in that laptop. Right, this should be sufficiently dry now to do the eyes. So we're going to take some Eandan yellow. So you mean getting a new laptop? Yes. See, what I would really like is to be able to walk into a PC place and just be like, look, I want to buy a new desktop, but I want to take the gubbins from this. Anything that can be used. So like Because it's got a 1 terabyte hard drive in it, that laptop. So just to take that and put it in that and use it as extra storage. Because I don't need to buy new storage, you know what I mean? See if I can take the RAM chips from that as well, and do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I would have to do that myself personally. And if that is the case, I'm not good enough at that. Right, these big horns look like they are a nightmare. Looks like it's a blend. Another blend! But it's like a wildwood out to a skeleton horde, so we'll do that. This pot is so nearly done. So I'm just going to put Skeleton Horde all over them, and then I'm going to put the Wildwood on as a blend, I think. Like that. And then we just sit and wait. I'm so sorry, Charlie. I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. I was having too much fun. Excellent. Dom, can your brother build me a PC for like 50 quid and a lot of gratitude? Oh, thank you very much, Damien. That's very kind of you. Did you think Josh had raptured Chewie? That'd be quite a something, wouldn't it? To rapture on live on Instagram. Instagram? This is YouTube. What am I talking about? Would you paint a Titan for 50 quids and a lot of gratitude? See, that's the thing, Fred. I might paint a Titan for 50 quid and a lot of gratitude if we could guarantee that when that video goes out, it would be like, you know, it would make me like $1,000. You know? I've just realised the camera is steady. I'm sat flat, but it looks like my table in the background is on a slope. looks like this background is green screen, but green screen badly. It's not. That's just my flat, as you can tell, because it's really messy. There's Krondis and Gobsprack. Come on, Skeleton Horde, dry. Because I think this is just a dry brush job. I think that's probably the sensible thing, is to just do a very gentle. Like a very, very gentle. Maybe blue horror or something. Just over all of it. I'm ready whenever you are, Fred. Whenever you are ready, I'm ready to go. Right, we're just going to paint the eyes in using some black Templar. That could do with being a lot darker. Do is widening out that right one a little bit. I'm not entirely happy with those eyes. Yeah, the price tag on the Warlord is quite significant. It is enormous, though. Right, Wildwood, here we go. Music is lovely and lively. Reminds me of drum and bass nights at uni. And then we get this. Dum dum. If you go down to the woods today. Right, I'm going to take a load of wildwood on my brush. Then I'm just going to go all the way over the horn and then I'm going to lift it off. Like that. Wash. And then lift. No, that's the simplest way of doing this, I think. Lovely. Here we are. Perfect. Beer goggles. What do you think, guys? See, I think actually maybe we just need a bit of like a brighter yellow on those eyes to make them pop. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see in a minute once those horns have dried. There will be a video, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I promise. Oh yeah, full tutorial video. Yeah. I'm gonna do a full one. I've got 9 of them to paint. So yeah. No, I'm definitely going to do a full tutorial on it. This is just, I'm just figuring out the scheme at the minute. I'm going to go with Flash gets yellow. That's what I'm going to do. Do you plan to paint a Vermin Lord in the near future? Not a Vermin Lord, but I am going to be painting... what's his name? Thanquol and Bone Ripper. Right, I'm just going to go straight from the pot with this. Because it's very tiny detail. I literally just want to brighten it up. By just adding a little bit in there like that. Literally just like that. Like that. How about doing the Magos over the black scales to give them a tint before highlighting? That's not a bad idea. Question is, does it need it? Oh, in fact, I've actually missed a bit there. Let's grab a little bit of Black Templar. The question is, does adding the Magos purple over them do enough, you know? Because it is already a black over a blue. I'm not sure how much it adds. Tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Easy tree to rock around, that's right, all time is tricky. It would just tint it Midnight Espresso. Screw it. We'll just do it a couple and we'll see if it adds a lot. Looks alright. It does just make them look a little bit blacker. It's very subtle, but there is a hint of Magos purple on top of the black. Yeah, it's nice. It looks dead lovely. Pure dead brilliant like. Now the question is what the highlight is. I'm going to try Fenrisian Grey. It'll be a chilly highlight, but it'll be a highlight nonetheless. How much views would you need to get a 1k £1,000 for a... Alright, so let's go diving into the world of YouTube analytics. Analytics. Right, here we are. So my current revenue per mille is £4.50. So or my playback based CPM. Let's go with playback based CPM because that's better. Well, it averages, right? So, like, no, a better thing to do is to look at content and to go to, let's just go to Marathi. Look at the analytics there. Revenue. So, okay, so on Marathi, in the first day, we had 1,744 plays. We made £4.04 from that. So, we would need a calculator. This is going to be horrible. £4.04 from 1,744 plays. So 1,000 divided by £4.04 is 247.5, and then we do that times by 1,744. So I would need 431,683 plays to make a grand from a video. So not quite 500k. Dawnstone, do you think? Did you hold my comment about view? What did you mean? What do you mean, buddy? I don't understand the question. Incubi darkness and then a lighter fine highlight is how I did my skills. No, that's not a bad idea, Andrew. The thing is, we want these to be quicker rather than to line highlight these because we've got 9 of them to do. And we want to pick up basically the same highlight across all the black, and also on the blue. Which is why I think maybe Rust Grey or Fenrisian Grey is a very gentle dry brush over the top. That'll catch all the skin and all the oh, maybe. Yeah, it's 483,000. Which is a lot. Right. I need the dry brush. I'm going to try Russ first. Just so it's gentle. This might not be pale enough. Yeah, it's not quite. No. Right, I'm just going to grab some Fenrisian Grey. I mean, it's done something. It's just not done enough for my liking. I'm going to be a maverick. I'm not even going to wash the brush. I'm just going to go straight in. Like a maniac. Alright, here we go. That's done it. That's done what I wanted it to do. Perfect. Fab. I'm going to spend that 4 million years cleaning it off. There we go. Crushed it. Right. He's very, very nearly there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use, on this big one here, Black Templar. Big horn right there in the middle. I don't want that to look like as blue as it does. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cheat here. I'm going to use Black Templar. Like that. To basically make that dry brush look a lot harder than it is. It's quite a soft highlight that it's done. Like that. Simple. But there are a couple of them in there that need just a little bit of fine Fenrisian grey over the top because I couldn't quite get to it with that size dry brush. I'm just going to use straight out the pot. I'm just going to just like that.
Merry Christmas.
Job's a good one. So I think, looking at the pictures of them, they have a little bit of a bony texture to these little tiny spikes. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe take a slightly darker bone colour. More dark. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take some more gas bone. That colour, because it's lovely. And this one I am going to do from the palette. So I'm just going to take a tiny, tiny amount of more gas bone, and then just at the ends of these ones, just add a tiny little spot highlight. Like that. And then on the horns, the large ones, actually we should do it on here as well. But on these larger ones, just going to draw some lines. Actually, no, we're just going to do that with Screaming Skull. That makes sense to me. There we go. I'm going to do Screaming Skull on the main ones. do lots of little lines. It's a little bit time consuming, but it works. Just like this. This way it doesn't have to be like perfect straight lines. There we go. Playing the Dark Souls board game core set. Oh, I really want to do that. I really want to get a copy of that. It's so expensive as a box, though. Right, what do we think, gang? What do you think of my finished Screamer of Tzeentch? I think it's very good. And I would. I painted it. Oh, I'm very happy with that. That was 2 hours? Yeah. So that's the... We've got that one. And we did this one as well. We did the blue on it. So now it's just a case of having all of these done. It's interesting seeing the finished one and the in progress one next to each other, just how much that Magos purple is doing for that, and the black, to be fair. Oh, I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased. I think the prospect of 9 of these is quite horrifying. Personally. Right. It is 10 o'clock. So you know what that means. It's time for the Warhipster to say au revoir. However, I am going to make a post, I think, somewhere, probably here on YouTube. Remind me, was that blue 2 parts Ultramarines, 1 part Talisar? Yes, it was. Yes, Dave, it was. Let's just go over what we used. So, in this tutorial, well, in this video, we used Ultramarines blue and Talisar blue. So 2 parts of that, 1 part of that to do the blue. We used Black Templar for all of the spines, scales and horns except for the tusks on the front. We used Magos purple to create some shade and shadow and to create some nice blends on the wings, as you can see as it kind of moves out into that darker blue there. I might have missed Damien Cooper's donation before. I don't think I did. Did I say thank you for that? I hope I did. I know I did. So yeah, we did Magos purple. What we also did is we used a combination of Wildwood and Skeleton Horde for the horns, starting with a base of Skeleton Horde and then using some Wildwood and a little blend on the horn. We used Yandon Yellow for the eyes. We used Grey Seer to do any touch-ups that needed to happen. We used Black Templar for the pupils. And we did use Rust Grey, but we're not going to use that. We used Fenrisian Grey. We used Flash Gets Yellow to basically highlight the eyeball. And we used Fenrisian Grey to dry brush the entire miniature. We used Screaming Skull to highlight the tusks. And we used Morghast Bone to add a little bit of warmth to the ends of each of the little tiny spines on the end there. And that was it. It's quite a limited colour palette, that. Oh. Yeah, that was very cool. I'm very happy with that. But yes, on that note, it is time to end. I've had a lovely time. I hope you've had a lovely time. I was saying before that we're going to make a post about my hobby goals for this year, which we talked about at the top. And I hope you enjoyed the new intro video to the stream. That was really cool. I'm glad you guys liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you liked it. And if you did, I'm glad that you did. It was a Christmas present from Alice. She gave me this lovely little slider thing. So what we can do is we can use this little slider thing. We have been live since 8 o'clock. We have had a lovely time. I hope you've had a lovely time. I've had a lovely time. Make sure you like the channel, this video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell all your friends, because we're hoping to get to 20k this year. 20. And we're 6,000 people away from that. So if each of you tells 10 friends, and those 10 friends tell 10 friends, we'll be there in no time at all. But yes, thank you so much to all those who gave a donation as well. It's very kind of you. Your donations are what help keep the lights on in this place and make all of this absolutely just stunning and breathtaking, and I cannot do this without your support. Thank you so much. I will see you all same Warhipster time, same Warhipster channel, and what we're going to do is we're just going to do this. We're going to get the button ready. I'm going to press that, and then we're going to go like this, and there we go. Warhipster signing off.